Hi, this is Amanda from Amanda's Joy of Coloring. I'm here today to share with you my finished pages from August. Today is August 30th, but I'm working on this one in Fantastic Cities by Steve McDonald. Let's see that. But there's no way I'll be able to finish the page I'm working on in here in the next day. So I'm going to go ahead and film my finished pages. So I'm going to show you the one I'm working on. I've got all this finished down here and up here. But right here, I still got to color, and then I'm going to come on down here and color, and then so on. So I may update you on the progress on Instagram if you like to keep up with that. So that's what I'm working on. I just got this paper here so it don't ruin my other page, because I am using I'm using my Castle Art pencils on this side, and some of my ink pens, my gel pens on that. So that's my whip. Let's see. And I got 2 pages in here. Last month I had a whip in here that I was working on, and so I'm going to show you the finished one, and then I'll show you the one I colored for this month. So it was the introduction page I was coloring. I hadn't finished it yet, but I used the gel crayons, the super crayons for that, and then colored pencils and ink pens for all the other parts. And then the next one I did was the pandas. I really enjoyed coloring the pandas. I couldn't figure out what color I wanted to do for the background, but I decided to just go ahead and do it the blue. Now the pandas themselves here, I just left those white and went in with some black and gray and went on the areas that needed to be darker. Here's my Castle Art pencils for this. I didn't use no gel pens, so just my Castle Arts. I got the 72 count Castle Arts. So I got a lot out because I'm working on the Fantastic Cities with these. So I got like all the greens and browns out. So that's what I used on the pandas. And this is the Fragile World by Kirby Rosanes. Next I got the Johanna Basford's Worlds of Wonder. I did a few in here. I did the mushroom in here just recently so I can enter the contest. So I'll show you that one first. I got so much stuff on the table. Let's see if I can get it centered. Let me see if I can go down some more so you can see it a little bit better. There we go. So I use my Castle Art pencils with this as well on the flowers. And then at the bottom I put welcome for like a little welcome mat. And I shaded around the door to make it look like it's inset in there a little bit. Okay, let me back you back out. There we go. And I did this one in June. Okay, Then I did this one here with the little tint. I used the gel gelatos down here. Some, I don't know, I messed up here adding water on there and it wrinkled my page and messed up. But I used my Castle Arts pencils and then some gel pens up here on the little flags. Then I did the strawberry page. Oop. I did the strawberry page here with my strawberries. I used gel pen and Castle Art pencils. So the gel pen is the little strawberries and the little black seeds. And then the gold inside of the flowers. But the leaves are all the Castle Arts. And then I went in and did the red, purple, blue, green, and yellow, and orange ladybugs. That's all I colored in for Johanna Basford's Worlds of Wonder. Okay. And then in this book, Dominion of Giants coloring book by Eric Messenger, I colored 2 pictures in here. Y'all got a sneak peek of these in one of my other videos for the Start Small tag. But I used my Castle Arts for this picture. I did use some gel pen for the necklace and the little gems there and the gold for the earring. But pretty much the rest is Castle Art pencils. And then there's one more. And I did this one. When I showed you this one, I hadn't had him colored in, so he's colored in. I used the Castle Art pencils for this as well. I tried to use the colors down here, but that didn't work out for me. You know, I added purple. I didn't want him blending in with the trees, because they have the picture here as him in green. But I didn't want him green. I wanted him purple. And then they had her orange. And I didn't want her blending into his hair. The little fairy. I think it turned out alright. But that's all I did in this book this month. But I will be doing more in this book. I really enjoy this book. I think he has one more book out. They're older books, but I think I've seen it on Amazon. So I might try to get the older book of that one. Or the next one. Creative Haven by the Sea by George Truefex. I did one page in here. And I used my Crayola. I got my colors picked out here, and I put them in this little case. And so when I grab this book, I just grab my case here for my pencils. So if I'm going on travels or going to the park or somewhere, I can just take this with me and color. But I colored this page here with the cute little dog. I like how the colors in the sky look. But with the Crayola, I have the 100 set. And the colors are really muted. They're not that bright. So it looks really good. I think I did this picture in one day, one afternoon, not like the whole day, but in an afternoon. So that's the Creative Haven by the Sea, color by number, by George Truefex. Just slide this over here. Orla Kely coloring book. I got this one last month at Ollie's, and I colored just this title page here. someone said I should try to, who was it? I believe it was Nico at Nico Semi Coloring. I'll put her name up here, but she suggested I should use the color palette to color the entire book. So like I did with the By the Sea by George Trufex, and have my colors all ready. So I got my colors in a case here. It's shiny, so it's got a glare, but I'm going to get out. So I matched up my colors the best I could to match these colors. But they don't exactly match, but these are the Crayola as well. They're out of the 100 set. So I just got this ready to color my pages. And so this page here is on the front, so I just copied what they had on the front as far as the colors. I haven't done anything else in this book, but they got some great pictures in here to color, so I can't wait to pick one of those for September as well. So I'm building a pile over here on the other side. Okay, my next book here, I got the USborne More Color by Numbers. And this is, it says, will it focus there? Erica Harrison. These are really easy. I got this at the thrift store, I think, for 50 cents. I can't remember if I did or not. But I colored the title page. They had some colored already, so I just filled in the ones that was already colored. And I used my AC Moore markers. So they're water-based cheap markers. I finally found some markers that would fit in the slots in these cases. And it's these cheap markers here from AC Moore. And they fit in perfect. And they don't bend the plastic when you put them in. So I don't know what the difference is. The size of the barrel must be different from the ones I tried. But I use these markers in that. And then I colored another picture as well. Let me take the tag off. I colored quite a few in here. So I colored this side here, and I used those same markers as well for it. And then I finished this page on this side. It was, since I got it from the thrift store, it was already colored a little bit on this corner here. So I just finished the whole page of it here, and they had already started with crayons. So I just used my Crayola crayons to finish the page up. And then they had started this one as well, so I just used the Crayola crayons and finished the page up. So it's not just my work, it's whoever had colored it before me as well. Let's see. And then this one I colored, and I used the markers here as well. And that's the umbrellas. I did the sun last month. I think there's one more page, yeah. And then this one, I use my, is it gonna focus? There it goes. My AC Moore fine liners. I used those ones right there. Not the wide ones there with the full solid color. Those are from Five Below. So I didn't use those. I used these ones right here, and I got all of the colors I used there. So I used those on that, on both pages. So I did this page, and then this page. It didn't take me too long to do these. I did both pages there in one afternoon, maybe in a couple hours. So that didn't take too long. My next book is The Hello Angel Winter Wonderland Coloring Collection by Angela Van Dam. And there she is, Angela Van Dam. Now, I see some of these other pictures in these Design Original books. That's the name on the side. I got a few of these, and I see some of the other designs in the other books with different people. So I'm guessing they just put in the pages they want. Let's see. Oh, I colored the fire and the marshmallows there. For the black background, I used my painter's marker. Let me see if I can't reach my painter's marker. Let me get it out of my bag. I use these, this brand painter marker. I don't have the black one here. I got the other colors. I haven't used the green one or anything, but this is the brand marker I use. So I just go along like that, and it's not messy. And it didn't really go through on the other side. Well, you can see it shadowing a little bit, but it's not that bad. But in this book, it don't really matter what's on the other side. And then the logs here, I use my Fantasia markers, or not markers, my Fantasia pencils, the 36 count. For the rest, I didn't use any inks or anything like that on this page. But I just figured I'd try to show you some of my supplies that I use. I don't have a lot of supplies, but I got a little bit of supplies. But my Fantasias, this 36 count, I put it in this roll here. And it just rolls up. And these are my Fantasias. I use them quite a bit. So I got my chapstick, my Carmex, and a colored pencil blender. I don't use that a lot, but it's in there. And so these are just the colors I have that I use for this book. I don't know. I'm trying to use all my pencils that I can. I don't want to have pencils and markers sitting on the shelf and then me wanting to buy more supplies. I want to be able to get more supplies and use all my supplies. So, but the marshmallows there, I just took the gray and went along the side. So right here, I just did a little gray there and some gray there. And did some shadows, and the white part is just the paper. I didn't do any white. And then I did the whole thing yellow, and then I went through and did some orange on top. But that's actually red and orange and different. Like I did red and then orange and then red. I alternate colors, but they look the same. But that's the only one I did in this book this month. I don't know. I think I did a lot of pages this month. I didn't realize I did so many. And this one here in the Design Originals Stylized Animals coloring book, I did this one with you on camera. This is by Deborah. Here it is. It's glaring. Deborah Valencia. So we used our big intensity markers on this. And I really like using the big intensity, but the ones I had got are here. They were, they're ultra fine. So it seemed like it took really long to color the page. It actually took me like 4.5 hours to color this page because they were the ultra fines. But I really like using the markers. They did well, but they bled through because they are alcohol. But that's the giraffe. And I got quite a few more. That's just my card stock. I did one in here off the bookshelf. Oh, here she is, right here. Amara, kajay. I could be saying that wrong. They don't have her picture on the back, but I did this one with the flying pig. So we got the bat pig here, and then the pig in the airplane, and then the pig in the hot air balloon, and then two more pigs in the planes. Now I use my big intensity markers with this. So I just alternated the blues, and then I also used some gel pens. I'm not sure exactly where I used the gel pens, but I used them. But this right here, this is why I don't like some of the, I don't know, the more popular books. This right here, I had to put in my own lines in here to finish coloring. And I would color one dark blue and one light blue, and the lines didn't match up. So I'd have to put in my own lines, and then I would have to color some lines double or bigger because they didn't line up correctly. So, but it still turned out alright. And by looking at it, you can't really tell that it was messed up like that. So I'll try to slip in a picture of this undone with the lines not in there. I think I took a picture of it. If I have it, I'll put it up on the screen. But that was Off the Bookshelf by Amara, kajay. Next, I colored one in the Tropical Escape, Color Correct and Relax by Crown Jewels. I only did one in here, and that was the watermelon page here. Big intensity markers. I used just those on the watermelon and the pink, but the yellow here was the Paper Mate Flare Bold Yellow. And this one didn't take long at all. It seemed like it only took maybe less than an hour to color that picture. And then this one, I don't know if it's going to be able to fit in frame. It is so big. It's the Purple Cats by Thomas Privet. I didn't know if the colors would bleed through, so I did the last page. And they did, but I put my cardstock back there so it didn't mess up any of the pages. I like how it turned out. But I did the purple, the light purple, the black, and the orange in the big intensity markers that I got here. It took maybe a few hours, 3 or 4 hours. But I really enjoyed doing it. Hopefully I have time to do one next month for this month, September. I'm not sure. I got a lot on my plate to do this month. You know, I got to color my whale for #whales in September. But I'm excited to start that in my book. I'm doing the Kirby Rosanes first, so I'll probably on the 1st I'll be coloring my whale in Kirby Rosanes Amorphia. This one right here is the Sailing Ship Stained Glass Coloring Book, the Dover Coloring Book by John Green. I did this one on camera as well. I used my Ohuhu markers. Now this is the first time I had used the Ohuhu markers for anything. I didn't even swatch them first. I just went on in and colored the page. I believe I got the 48 count and then the colorless blender there. And they did really well on the paper. The paper is plastic-like. I'm assuming it's someone said it's vellum paper, but it feels like wax paper. They went on well, but I could have did better. There's a lot of streaking on it because it was puddling up on the page. But it turned out really good. I'll be doing another one of these in September for the hashtag Wells in September. I'm not sure which picture I'm going to color, but I've only colored that one. So I'll be getting, I'll be doing a few more in here. So that's Selling Ships, Stained Glass Coloring Book by John Green. And then I've got Crayola Art with Edge Graffiti. I was just going to use Crayola in this book, but then I had gotten my Ahuhu markers and I was excited to use them. And I'm like, there's some simple pages in this book, and I think I'll just get them done really fast. So I did a couple of these pages in one day. So I did the stereo here. I did the purple. I'm not sure exactly which colors I picked out of my markers, but they went on really good on this paper. I do have a little bit of streaking in the gray, but overall it went pretty well. It didn't puddle up on these pages. It absorbed and it went through on the next side. And then the other one I did in this book, so front. See, now I forgot to put my cardstock on here, and I used the pink first, so it went through on my other page. But I did the headphones in pink, and then I did the lines and that afterwards. So the pink is what went through on the other side on the other page. But this right here, I put the gray down first, and then
I did that one, and then
last but not least, I did Crayola Art with Edge Zombie Days. And this is another one I got from Ollie's. Let me see if I can't find the page. Right here it is. I did the clowns. I'm definitely going to be using this book here for Halloween. I don't have many Halloween books or fall books, but this one would be great for Halloween, so I'll definitely be using this one in October. Sorry about that. That's my puppy. But yeah, this is my one that I did. I used my Ahuhu markers for this as well. I think it turned out really good. I did have some bleed through on that red right there. If I can get it close enough. The red bled through the line, but then I went over it with some, I think I used my white painter's marker, but it really didn't want to cover it up. But it covered it up a little bit. Enough where it's not that noticeable. And I did the gray on the skin on him, and I did the green on the skin over here. I think I like the gray better for the zombie. Okay, that's it. That's all the pages I colored for the month of August. I don't know how many I colored, but I colored a lot more this month. I don't know if I'll be getting that much done in September because my daughter's in school now, and so it's taking a lot of time. It's taking a lot of time to get school done. It's just all new for us. So we'll get there. That was my cardstock. It's just a lot of pages and books I colored in this month. And if you like seeing my supplies, just let me know, and I'll just keep bringing my supplies out and showing you my supplies as I go, so you can see what I use to color. I don't have a lot of supplies, but it's what I have. Okay. So I colored in all of those, and then for September, I'll be finishing up the page in Fantastic Cities. If I finish it early, I'll probably be posting it on Instagram, or I'll just be showing my progress this month on it as well. I'll probably go back and forth. I'll probably color my whale on the first, and then when I get done with my whale, I'll come back to this and work on this for a day, and then I'll probably switch to another book, because it's just, this book, I just get tired of coloring in it, and I just need to take a break. It's just so much to color in there. But I have started enjoying coloring it, so I'll just keep you updated on that page there. And thank you. That was all my pages for August. Have a nice day.